I spent 4 years getting my handicap down, and that might not even be the hardest challenge yet. In 2025, I finally crossed a milestone that took me 4 years of real effort. I went from a 13 handicap all the way down to a 9.9. This year, I want to shatter that. I want to become a 5 handicap or better. No gamifying my handicap, not just catching a hot streak or a couple of good rounds. Actually playing and breaking into low single digits. This series is called Breaking 5. I'm just a 30-year-old guy, married, with a dog, and a 9-to-5 job. Golf is my outlet. It's one of the things that keeps me active and gives me, frankly, something to pursue. And honestly, helps me feel like I'm still building something. But I've also learned that real progress in life is being honest, sometimes uncomfortably honest, about where you actually are. Putting this goal out there scares me. Putting my bad rounds out there scares me. Letting people see all the messy parts in between also scares me. But I promise to be open and candid, because that's where the real lessons are, and hopefully some entertainment for y'all as well. So here are the rules for this year. Monthly check-ins, even when it's ugly, including data, not just fives, bad rounds, or great rounds, if that happens as well. And no pretending that progress is linear or easy. This is about me giving my all and committing to try to have my handicap in 1 year. Each month, I'll post a recap where we look at the data, the rounds, and the reality of my goal and chasing this goal. And each week, I'll post a forward tee challenge, raw round of golf, nothing more, and one match where I show or not show that I can show up when pressure is there. All of it poses the same question. Am I capable of breaking 5? Let's rewind to the holidays. I started this year at a 10, highly convenient for the series. The vibes were high. I played a lot of garage golf with my dad, and the Midwestern winter wasn't as harsh as it's been for the rest of this country the last few weeks. We were able to sneak out in between the holidays and play a Midwestern winter round of golf with my dad and some friends. For some reason, maybe because I'm wanting his approval or I wanted to prove something, playing rounds with my dad are some of the most nerve-wracking rounds I ever play, which is a little strange because I love playing with my dad. That day, it was cold, sprinkling, barely even 50 degrees. I birdied 1, I kissed the lip on 2, and before I could overthink it, I was standing on 17, 2 over, thinking that I could play like this more often. This felt easy, natural. My dad piped one down the middle. I set up, lined up, so confident in my ability, and made an awful swing, flaring one to the right, tucking myself behind a tree. I took a risky punch out and was lucky and trickled it right in front of the green. And then I 3-chipped. I limped in with a par on 18 to shoot 5 over or 75. It was one of the best ball striking rounds of my life, let alone that year. But it was still smeared by something, my Achilles heel, chipping. Was it nerves? Of course. But was it also a pattern? What did January look like? Well, January had 4 weekend golf rounds that I was lucky to play, ranging from 83 to 93. The high was my match with Chris. You can check that out on my channel. Right off the heels of playing that fantastic round at home with my dad. My swing fell off early. My normal fade turned into a hook off the first 2 tee shots, which felt weird, which is not my normal mess. But instead of panicking, I leaned in. I managed a C+ ball striking day. And somehow, through resilience, John Sherman techniques and the stuff I learned over the years, I almost broke 80, shooting my best round with some of my average to below average ball striking. I was proud of that. Chris and I tried to film another match in January, a rematch. But both of us showed up something which resembled nothing like our normal golf. Sculling shots, hitting awful tee balls, and halfway through, Chris and I decided that we weren't really having much fun and we wanted to give up on the match itself and just try to enjoy what we paid our hard-earned money to do. And that's the point, right? But after some closer reflection, it also revealed something else to me. The highs were real. Effortless drives, great wedges, and draining putts. Strings of holes that made me feel like a different golfer, that I could really accomplish this goal this year. But the lows told me more. It wasn't just chipping. Filming added pressure. You've probably heard that before. Now, it's not just the score, but it's knowing that I'm going to share this honestly. There's this newfound fear, this background fear that people are going to judge me. They're going to think I'm not a 10 handicap or that I'm not being open and honest with you all. But when I really think about it, is being judged the worst problem in the world? No, there's so many things that could be worse. It's like a 3 out of 10. The real issue was here. I'd been neglecting my swing. I'd forgotten that there's this delicate balance of being golf swing oriented and playing golf itself. And from somebody that's a reformed swing obsessor, I neglected my swing enough that my misses, whether it be chipping or ball striking, started to rear their head. I finally got my first lesson in months. And I realized that golf lives between this delicate balance of being golf swing and just playing golf. An important reminder for the rest of this year. So after month 1, where am I? My handicap is actually worse. I've started to go to the range more, work on the swings and feels that I feel like are limiting my progress, along with reinvigorating, chipping, putting, practice, and things that get neglected when life gets in the way. But my practice, whether it be newfound technical practice, feels like it's trending in the right direction, and my ball striking appears to be getting better. So, am I closer, or am I just more aware that breaking 5 will be harder than I ever imagined? I guess we'll find out in February. Thanks for watching, and if you want to follow along this journey on breaking 5, please like and subscribe. I appreciate your support.